Hey K-popers, and welcome back to Hallyu. Well, I'm back from the two TWICE shows in New York and I literally have not stopped listening to TWICE since. There's just so much good music from them. Anyways, we've got 2 weeks worth of K-pop to catch up on, including newest announcement that they'll be disbanding soon, I-DLE having a week between Soyeon and Soyeon, plus lots of great new music from Tempest, Cherry Bullet, Rocket Punch, and more. Before we get started, I want to quickly thank Hallyu's honorary producers. If you want to show off your bias group here, share your pics in weekly videos, and join a vibrant Discord community with watch parties, custom emoji, and more, all you need to do is support Hallyu on Patreon. Alright, now let's jump right in. This is your K-pop news update for March 6th, 2022. We'll start with some huge and sad news that came out at the start of this week from Playtest Entertainment. In a Weverse post, they announced that NU'EST will officially be disbanding on March 14th. Baekho and Minhyun have decided to renew their contracts with the company, but Aaron, JR, and Ren have not. The members have all taken to social media to share beautiful and touching handwritten letters, as well as we're coming up on the 10th anniversary of the group. Now this means that their upcoming album this month will be their goodbye comeback, their final release as a group, so make sure you cherish it when it comes out. NU'EST was Playtest's first boy group, and they debuted all the way back in 2012 with the absolutely iconic song Face, which to this day is still one of the best boy group debuts of all time. This is definitely really sad news, but if there is a silver lining, it's that much like with Sistar, at least we know the end is happening before we get there, and we can savor that last comeback with that in mind. Now switching gears, unfortunately it has been a week for (G)I-DLE once again on multiple fronts, so let's talk about it. First up was Cube's announcement that came just yesterday that they had terminated Soojin's exclusive contract with the company. The label said in their statement, quote, "We would like to notify that our exclusive contract with artist Soojin has been terminated. Cube Entertainment respects the police's decision and we bow our heads in apology for causing many people concerns over this matter." And that wasn't the only controversy that arose, because there was also a bit of a mess surrounding My Teenage Girl, on which Soyeon has been a judge. Well, this week My Teenage Girl has wrapped up with the final group name being Classy, and they released their final song called Sun, which Soyeon helped produce. Fans immediately recognized the chorus as being very similar to ATEEZ's song Wave, and they made some noise to make KQ Entertainment aware of it. And this is where it gets wild, because KQ issued a statement where they said, quote, "While monitoring the relevant content, we found that I-DLE, our producing team who worked on Wave, was listed in Sun's credits information. Our company would like to inform you that there was evidently no prior discussion about this with I-DLE." So they were actually listed in the credits, but were not asked for permission to actually use the sample in the song Sun. And just to give you guys an idea of the actual songs, I'll play the start of the chorus of each back to back for you guys, starting with ATEEZ's Wave and then Classy's Sun. As you can hear, it's definitely the same sample, and Soyeon has since issued an apology in which she said she didn't recognize the similarity until after the fact, which is odd given the credits are on the song. Now to be fair, Soyeon has built up a large and successful body of work already, so that's definitely important here, but it also definitely doesn't help her on her journey to becoming such a producer as her career continues. And with that, we'll move on to a big double-sized section of new K-pop that we got over the past 2 weeks. We'll kick things off with Stacy, who are back with a gorgeous MV and really interesting chorus in Run to You. F-Hero, Bam Bam, and Youngwom are working together on this bass-heavy rap track called Skirt.
Oh no, check my message, I saw road, hope I don't wake it.
Speaking of heavy-hitting rap songs, Sky High enlisted the help of Sriracha in this way out there MV for Just Breathe.
Just breathe, no one can be me. Just breathe, no one can be you.
B2B's The Song is a beautiful winter ballad sung to perfection. NMIX's debut is here and is called Oh, which ironically is the face I made throughout my entire first viewing of this song. Surround is singing from the rooftops amidst a beautiful nightscape in her new song Devils in the City. Ricky Girl Group Billy is back with a Wada-da-esque chorus in Ginga Minga Yo, The Strange World. Craxy are living it up in this ultra-high energy song called Dance with God. soloist Rothy is back with Believe, an absolutely beautiful piano-driven ballad.
난 조금 더 날 믿어볼래 셀 수도 없는 별 중에
Former CLC member Soyeon has returned for her first solo song after leaving Cube. Here's the very retro song Sharp Objects.
But I play with sharp objects sharp.
EXID's Solji delivers a stunningly powerful performance with the song Fade Away.
시간은 네 가슴에 머물러 있는 한 사람.
Brand new boy group Black Level dropped their debut track called Infection. Rocket Punch absolutely nailed the 80s synth vibe and their new comeback Chiquita. Super Junior proved their eternal talent once again in the form of Colin, another beautiful ballad. Twice are back with the Japanese version of their latest hit, Scientist. Bang Young-guk delivers a very artistic experience with his new song, Up.
Right now, 느낌이 와. I make a rock. 그녀를 봐.
Cherry Bullet have followed up Love So Sweet with a spectacular retro sound in the song Love in Space. Tempest are finally here and they are channeling all kinds of great third gen vibes in their debut song Bad News.
Here comes bad news, news. Suck up, come on my way.
And last but not least, we have the Boys, who dropped this epic MV for the song Echo from the Solo Leveling OST. As always, I want to know which songs you really enjoyed over the past couple of weeks. For the first week, my pick goes to Rothy's Believe. I think Rothy is so underrated and this ballad is second to none, especially with her piano at the beginning. And for the second week, it has to be Cherry Bullet. Love in Space is an absurdly good retro comeback with so much intensity, and I fully expect this to be very high on my end of year list for 2022. And with that, let's quickly talk about a couple of notable upcoming comebacks. We'll start with a big one. Dreamcatcher are coming back with their second full album. We can expect the comeback in April. Card will be coming back as well in the not too distant future. According to BM in an interview for WWD, the group will be having a summer comeback, and to top it off, they'll also be going on another world tour. And now we'll get back to the news, starting with some important donations. Several idols are starting to step up and support Ukraine in the global conflict, starting with Yukis, who have donated 10 million Korean won in humanitarian aid. Additionally, Im Shi-won has found a clever way to send money to Ukrainians. He reserved an apartment in Kyiv for an entire month and told the owners he wasn't going to be there, he just wanted to support the local business financially. Congratulations to Girls' Generation member Taeyeon. On February 26th, her song I Envy You earned a perfect all-kill. This comes 14 years after her first solo release in the OST song If. American rapper The Boy Boy West Coast has blatantly stolen Changma's album artwork for the album Underground Rockstar. The American rapper released a single 8 days after Changma's album with the plagiarized artwork. As of writing, the artwork and song have both been removed from Spotify. A huge congratulations to Wonder Girls member Lim, who has given birth to her first child. The maknae now has a child. How time flies. Twice has broken several records for a K-pop girl group after concluding their tour this past week. The 7 shows brought in 100,000 fans, and the girls became the first female K-pop act to hold 2 separate arena tours in the US. And let me tell you, the tour was indeed spectacular. Luna have been hit with COVID-19 at the worst possible time. 11 of the 12 members have tested positive, with Hyunjin being the only member to not catch the virus. All activities have been halted for the girl group, including participation in the first round of Queendom 2, which they were scheduled to film before testing positive. They have thankfully been rescheduled by Mnet for once the members recover though. After getting some backlash about her NFT project Sunmi has responded in a pretty unapologetic way, saying she does all this to deliver great music to her fans and they can take it or leave it. And by the way, I have said this before in videos past and I'll say it again. NFTs are not built on Bitcoin. They're on Ethereum, which is fundamentally changing very soon in a way that will have virtually no environmental impact. so everybody put away your pitchforks when it comes to NFTs and do a bit of research. From Nine's Jihan is going to be taking a hiatus. The member is struggling with anxiety and thus will take some time to recover. And unfortunately, she is not the only girl group member to do so. Uju Sonyeon's Dawon will also be going on hiatus after an anxiety diagnosis, meaning she will be missing Queendom. BTS's 4 Las Vegas Allegiant Stadium shows have already sold out during the fan club membership presale. That means the presale to the presale sold out, so verified fan presales on Ticketmaster will not even be happening. Wow. Music Bank is slightly modifying their scoring system. As part of their existing 5% score for social media, they will now be including TikTok views as provided by Gallon. SM Entertainment's Lee Soo-man has been appointed as a research professor at the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. Alright Soo-man, listen up, you can't actually make Kwangya, okay? Just let it go. And for our final story of the week, BTS have topped the list of the world's best-selling artists in 2021 according to IFPI. Huge congratulations once again for BTS. And with that, we'll move on to another double section where we have 2 weeks worth of music shows to catch up on. For the week of February 21st, we start off with the A-Pink taking a big win for their comeback Dilemma. But then it was Treasure who won their first ever music show on-show champion for Jikjin, following it up with a second win for the song on Music Bank. Congratulations to Treasure. Rounding out that week was Taeyeon as she earned 3 wins for IMVU on M Countdown, Show Music Core, and Inkigayo. Then for this past week, we started with Stacy, who earned their first win for Run to You on the show and would follow it up with another one on Music Bank. On Show Champion and M Countdown, it was B2B taking 2 wins for their new comeback The Song, and once again Taeyeon showed up big with 2 more wins for IMVU on Show Music Core and Inkigayo, bringing her total to 5 wins for The Song. Who do you think will be next week's big winner? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright K-popers, you're now officially caught up on everything going on in the K-pop world. Let me know how you feel about all the week's news and the new music we got in the comments down below. And as always, if you want to stay caught up with the K-pop world as it happens while having tons of fun every single week, make sure you're subscribed right here to Hallyu.